Hey everyone, it's your girl Cecilia Towns. Welcome to another episode of Workin Women Wednesday, the show where I tell you what I wish I knew when I first started working. I pull from my experience as an athlete, as an attorney, and an entrepreneur to make you better than me. So if you've been watching Workin Women Wednesday, if you've been following me on Instagram, if you've talked to me in any length for the past probably 90 days or so, you know that what's been on my mind has been the second annual Gladiators Women in Sports Mixer. Let me tell you, it was last Thursday and it was bomb. I met so many great women. We heard from our wonderful panelists. It was amazing. But there were also some themes from the mixer that I thought would be great to share with you guys. I talked to a lot of women, and a number of women had similar questions for me about their careers. And I figured since there were a number of people there who had the questions, maybe you guys were kind of curious about it, or maybe needed to hear a thing or two about these issues. So the next three episodes of Workin Women Wednesday are gonna be related to the discussions I had with women at the mixer last week. So let's jump into the first one, because you know I only like to keep y'all 10 minutes or less. And the topic for this week's Workin Women Wednesday is run me my money. Yes, give me my coins, give me my paper. This one came about because a lot of women were talking to me about not feeling like they weren't earning enough, or feeling like they were sort of at odds with potential clients who didn't want to pay them what their fees were. And it's a little discouraging, right? Because we already know that the wage gap exists. We know that women are making less than men on a regular basis. And so I just feel like there's a way to put a stop to it. Now, obviously, sexism, socioeconomic factors exist that are keeping women from making as much or more than men. But I also believe that we do have the power to change it. And so part of what I want to do today is empower us to start closing in the gap ourselves and telling people essentially to run me my money. So the first thing you need to know when you're trying to get these coins for the work that you're doing is you have to know your worth. Now, obviously, a lot of people speak about this sort of existentially, just knowing, how beautiful and wonderful I am, and how all those things are true, because you're beautiful, you're bold, you're courageous. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your worth in the marketplace. One of the things women don't do sometimes is we don't research how much is an engineer making in my city. How much should I be making? Am I making that? Am I making more than that? And am I making less than that? How much is my degree worth? If I've got a master's degree, how much should I be making? If I've got a doctorate degree, if I've got 10 years in the game, what does the market say that I should be making? There's a ton of information on the internet that didn't maybe exist 15 years ago about salaries. So if you feel like, maybe I'm not making what I should be, that's the first thing you need to check. Before you accept a job, before you accept a salary, see what the going rate is and make sure that you're making at least market value. And if not, you tell the people, I can't take that. I need a little bit more. So know your actual worth in the marketplace, and also just know your worth as a person, because you're beautiful. The second thing you need to remind yourself of, or just get in your head, is stop doing stuff for free. Georgia Power does not have pity on you when you can't pay your light bill. So you stop having pity on people when they can't pay your rates. And this goes for mama and auntie and them too. Like, you have to eat just like they have to eat. So stop with the extra nurturing, extra forgiving, extra understanding behavior, because really the only place that's going to get you is making less money. Stop doing stuff for free. Now, this is obviously not inclusive of things you do for philanthropy or, if you think something's a good cause and you would like to donate your time, donate your money, that's different. If you're just coming into the marketplace, like 1 or 2 years out of school and you need some experience, take a very short term internship if you have to, which may pay you 0 or nothing just for the experience, but don't make a habit out of that, because then people are using and abusing you. The third thing, don't be afraid to walk away, okay? I was talking to my friend about this. If you walked into Neiman Marcus and there were a pair of bomb Jimmy Choos that you just had to have, if you walked up to that counter and you said to the salesperson, I need those pair of pumps, but I only got 400 and I know they cost 800, the salesperson is going to say, slide to the side, ma'am, because we got a line of people behind you that are willing to pay the price. That's how you have to look at people and your work, right? So if you set a fee, if you set a price, and the person that you're engaging with says they can't afford it, then I'm sorry, so be it. You set your price and trust that there are people in the marketplace that will pay your price. It might not be the person that you're talking to them, but be patient, because trust me, just like Jimmy Choo makes a ton of money selling those expensive shoes, you can make a living selling your product, selling your service, selling your talent at the rate that it deserves to be sold at. Just let people walk away if they can't pay it, and be patient. That sort of brings me to my next point, is that when you set your price, you have to realize that in setting your price, that's saying, well, I'm investing this amount of time in this person or this thing to the exclusion of anything else. So if you're working for your firm and you think that, or that, the work you're doing is worth $100,000 and the firm is only paying you $80,000, well, what you're essentially doing is cutting yourself off from all the other employers that could be paying you $100,000. That's ridiculous. Understand that when you set a price for something, you're excluding yourself, you're preventing yourself from getting money from other people, other sources. So make sure that exchange is even. If you've got a course that you say, hey, my course is worth $500, and the person cannot invest the same $500 worth of time that you're investing in them, they can't invest the $500 worth of their money into you, it's a no-go. It needs to be an even exchange. If your boss can't invest the $100,000 in salary in you that you deserve, you need to take the steps to get going so that you can go find the employer that does want to make that even exchange of your time for their resources. So that's about it. Remember, don't stop taking things and selling things and giving your time for free, because Georgia Power ain't giving you your lights for free. Stop undervaluing yourself. Know your market price. And don't be afraid to walk away, because at the end of the day, if you aren't afraid to walk away, people are going to take advantage of you. So that needs to be the new motto from 2018 to forevermore. Run me my money. Give me my paper, clients. Give me my paper, boss. Give me my coin so I can go buy the Jimmy Choos that I know I deserve. So this has been another episode of Workin' Women Wednesday. Thank you so much for your time. I'll be back next week. In the meantime, you should be liking this, you should be sharing this, you should be commenting on this, and you should be letting me know what you want to hear next. See you later.